Hi, I'm Charlotte, your podcast host for Conversation Jazz, a pod where we talk to professionals about their career journeys, giving you real insights and tips on how to get you where you want to be. My next guest is a TV presenter and producer, a career starting in chat shows and current affairs to specialising in shopping TV for the last 15 years, broadcasting across the UK and the USA. Last year, he took the plunge to go it alone and now owns 2 channels, Shop Unlimited Live and The Craft Store. He's a proud dad of 5-year-old Barney, and he's constantly battling the
the worthless fatherhood that is parenting. Go on.
again.
Okay.
This is not my jam. This is your professional. This is your profession.
I take much more takes than that, don't worry.
Okay, good. Okay. My next guest is a TV presenter and producer, a career starting in chat shows and current affairs to specialising in shopping TV for the last 15 years, broadcasting across the UK and US. Last year, he took the plunge to go it alone and now owns 2 channels, Shop Unlimited Live and The Craft Store. He's a proud dad of 5-year-old Barney, and he's constantly battling the work-life balance conundrum. He's Dan Bancroft. Welcome, Dan.
Hey, first time, Charlotte. Well done.
Woo! Welcome to my garden.
Thank you for having me on Conversation Jazz and to your garden. I mean, you've got the whole kind of blurred background thing going on, so it's all very mysterious but fun.
It is because my hedge needs a good old trim. So.
What's under the cover at the back?
A bench. It's like an outdoor. It's just a rug.
I couldn't tell. I thought maybe I didn't know whether it was like a jacuzzi.
There's a dodgy water tank as well that's got Noah written on it. It's just real glam in my background. I've got to strategically place the camera.
Yeah, I don't know why you're framing that out. That's my favourite bit.
How are you? How's your week going?
Well, I literally thought it was Monday, didn't I, in our pre-chat? So week's going well. And my week tends to be pretty front-loaded, to be fair, because my other half works in London midweek, like 3 days a week. So I do all of my work that's outside of the house, either load up on Monday, then I have to do I'll do it towards the end of the week. So yesterday was a long old day. Yesterday was about 14 hours in the studio. And then today is mopping all that up, and I could do some more bits from home, bit of filming from home maybe. And then I'm going to London on Thursday for a meeting. So
how far is that from where you are now?
Oh yeah, good question. The studios are about 45-50 minutes from home. We also do our best to sort of like renovate a house and move on, and we've done that onto our like 3rd one now, and we keep getting further. But I've been in the same studios for maybe 3 years, and we keep moving further and further away from those studios. So in my head, I'm like, I'm only half an hour away, when actually now I'm 45-50 minutes away. Yeah, so it's a bit of a drive, but it's all right. I don't mind.
So I'll get right into it. One of the main thoughts around Conversation Jazz is really looking at careers and kind of discovering that careers are never linear. You might start doing a degree in one thing or a trade in another, and then you end up completely somewhere else in your life. So what I'd like to start off with is, what is your background, Dan?
My background as in my profession, or
Correct.
General jobs that are nothing to do with anything, like professional wise?
Just completely professional.
Let's keep it completely professional. Okay. I won't talk about my days in camping shops, which I used to. I've been quite lucky in the fact I've always wanted to work in broadcast TV, that kind of thing. That's of course where me and you first met. But the actual route I got there and how I've got to here right now is far, far from predictable. And I first, as you said in your introduction, I started out, got just work experience after college, before uni. So I took a year out in like 2000, 2001, all those years ago.
You're back.
Ta-da!
Before we got rudely interrupted by the interwebs.
Always.
Got to the point of work experience.
Quite lucky. I grew up in a city called Norwich, and it was quite good when TV used to still be in the regions. Now it's all very much here in England anyway, focused in London, Manchester, but so-called Anglia TV. And I got work experience through a guy called Jake Humphrey, who is quite a well-known host over here. He did a lot of like F1 and BBC, works on BT Sport, has his own podcast now. So he got me work experience in chat shows, and that was really cool. We did Trisha was the main one. I don't know if you got
Oh
Trisha in
yeah.
Australia. Yeah, in the
Um,
Bay.
might have had in the 2000s as a we get a lot of British TV. It's usually
Yeah, so
The Chase. That's
same,
massive here.
basically the same thing. So I worked on Trisha, and then did things like when Jerry Springer came over, Jerry Springer UK. I worked on that. Um, so it was a long time ago. Um, and then I went to university. Then, whilst I was actually, interesting enough, Charlotte, whilst I was traveling, having seen you
Oh yeah.
back in the last time we were actually in the same place at the same time, 2008.
That's it.
2008, yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, that's literally not too far away, 20 years ago.
2 years ago.
Two,
Two.
by that I
More
mean
like two. Yeah. Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I saw you in Sydney side of things, wasn't it?
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
and then when I was up in Cairns, got sent a link for a job back at Trisha because obviously I left that to go to university like 3 years earlier, and I was like, great, back in mainstream TV. This is the thing I've been waiting for. You work hard for like minimal wage, doing running and flooring or whatever it was, and then got that, and then literally we 10 months later, the recession hit, and that was my first redundancy. And you're just like, oh, this is like proper adult stuff. You think you're there where you wanted to be, and
Yeah.
it was just the most expensive program that then Channel 5 made. And so it was the first one on the chopping block, and then it went, and then it's who you meet, I guess, isn't it? You make a lot of contacts in any industry you're in, and then one of the guys I used to work with there went to shopping telly, and he was like, "There's a job over here," which then moved my whole life from Norwich to Peterborough, which is about 90-minute drive away, so maybe not that long in Australian terms, but long enough for commuting every day for an hour and a half. And that's sort of where my proper skill set lies. So I got that job in 2009.
Yeah. Wow. I think, yeah, it's again, it even touches on at the beginning of your career. You've already had a dip. You've had to deal with the redundancy at such a young age. Like that can really impact people. It's what you make of it, I guess, that counts.
I didn't had no experience of it. My parents have been very like teachers, so very solid. So I've never had like in life wise. And then they're like, "Oh, we're axing it." I was like, "What does that mean? We're coming back on Monday, right?" No. And funnily enough, or not funnily, so Trisha got us all together in a room and was like, we'd already been told the news, and Trisha got in his room being like, it'll be okay, but there'll be some paparazzi outside the office. So when you leave, just head down, just go straight to your car and go. And we were
So
like,
don't wave at them then.
this is quite exciting. It's sad. Don't wave at them. This is quite exciting. Blah blah blah. And they're like, go out en masse. So you're actually out of the building for like 45 seconds rather than just drips and drabs. So we're like, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. When we go out, there's no one there. There's no one. There's no one in the car park, no cameras. So we're like, the girls are doing their hair, like we're looking, tying ourselves up. No one cared.
Oh,
Um, but then, yeah, so it's a real blow. But if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have then got a presenting job. I wouldn't have met my wife, who I met there and stuff. So even though a lot of people say like, oh, better things, if anyone ever listening to this, hello,
oh,
has ever
oh,
been through a redundancy, it is the end of the world for a little while, I think, and I've been through
yeah.
it several times. But so far, it is funny that stuff does work out, and you maybe take a chance on something you never thought you'd do before. So hence why now jumping forward to now,
This
you try and
camera's
put a
great,
chat.
isn't it?
I feel like
It's
it's trying to
like
get your
it's like
water
I don't
going.
like Tuesdays.
Bye
Um,
bye.
see ya. We'll see how we go. We've got backup tripod, although it doesn't look very happy right now.
It's like, oh.
Um, um, no, it's not gonna work. Oh, just bear with me.
Love it.
This is live,
This is what
practically.
happens
I
every
love
day of
it.
my life.
I don't know how to
Every
do
day.
it. Right, I'm gonna peel something off. Looks peelable. Is it though? Can I peel it off? I'm gonna peel it.
Peel it off.
Oh no, shouldn't have peeled that off.
Oh,
Oh,
this is not
I
any.
get it. I
Oh,
get it. I have to spin the spinny thing.
spin it. We've faded to black.
That's fine.
Hello.
Magic.
Oh,
Although we'll just find out for how long before it starts to go sad again. Arr.
such a long day.
See, I've got you currently on a cardboard box because we're high budget.
Yeah, well, you're currently on a dictionary. So yeah, I feel like anybody's ever done anything from home, a Zoom, a Teams, a Facebook Live, a TikTok, everything is propped up on stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't care what
strategically
anybody says.
placed. Anything could happen.
Absolutely.
And it has been so windy where I am at the moment. And I was like, I've been checking the weather because when you're doing an outdoor pod, you have to be aware of the weather. And from 6 p.m., it started to go down. I'm like, I think we're good. Who influenced you to get you into the career you are now? What sparked your desire? Or who?
You know what? I don't think I have a person to tell you. I think it was just it's fun. It looked fun. It looked
Mm.
fun. I remember being teeny tiny. So I used to live in Bury St Edmunds, didn't move out of there till I was like 8. So I must have been 6, having a cardboard box, like a cereal box, and turning it into a camera, just pretending it was a video camera and I was a cameraman. So I think that must be something I was liking about that. Um, and then I remember taking photos on holiday with like mum and dad's camera and being obsessed with the framing. I wanted to make sure I didn't get that water butt in and didn't, yeah. And that would have been like 9 years old or something. So I don't know, something about that I've always really liked. And then it's just not, I just don't think it's a normal, I've had normal jobs. I've like worked in shops, I've worked in call centers, and they're great. If you really enjoy that, then that's absolutely the best thing to do. But I didn't really enjoy it. I watched something I really enjoyed and was a bit different. And especially live telly or live like whatever, like pre-recording stuff, you still try and do it all in one go. The challenges and the orchestration to bring it all together, I think I just personally really enjoy that. And when I started like at Anglia TV, being a runner, I'm just like, what's the producer doing? What are they actually doing? What is their day-to-day job? Hello.
I didn't know I would speak.
No, you can't hear Dan because he's in my headphones.
No, I can hear him right here.
Oh, you can hear him.
Yeah. I heard a
He can
ping.
hear you a little bit.
I can hear you.
Yeah. I'm assuming you'd like a snack.
No, an icy ball.
Oh, it's a bit late for sugar. What about something else?
An icy pole. My Barney loves icy poles. Absolutely.
I was afraid.
It's okay. You did the right thing, buddy.
Because I don't know about it, but I'm
I have no idea what he's saying because I can't hear him. I can only hear you.
Oh, what's an icy? I want an icy pole.
Yeah, not really a fan of red, sugary things an hour before bedtime. Doesn't
Yeah,
quite go too
it's not
well.
ideal. But if it seals the deal, I don't know. There's a toss-up sometimes, isn't there?
I think that perfectly illustrates work-life balance, doesn't it? When, you know,
Yeah.
some people would literally work from home full time and have children around. And it's incredibly hard. And I think we learned that during COVID. What are you most proud of?
Professionally,
Hmm.
you know what? I think we don't always give ourselves credit, I think. And everyone has that old doubts and this, that, and the other. Even though right this very second, I'm not earning anywhere near the sort of money I was making when I was, because contracted staff presenting jobs are so rare in any form of TV. And I've had a staff presenting job through various channels for now 9 years. And so then I didn't throw it away because it was taken away with another redundancy. And the fact is, I could have gone to another channel and been freelance, and I still do bits and bobs for other channels. But the fact is, like your intro, now I've never owned a business any way, sense or form ever in my life, in any form. I know nothing about tax returns, nothing about accountancy, nothing about how to
Maybe on
register.
TikTok.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like nothing. So having learned all of that and still learning all of that and across two channels and say just now getting a contract bar the ink is still wet to be a production house for certain software. I'm really proud of that. Really proud of that. A mate of mine, Adam, is my business partner for Shop Unlimited, and that was the first one. We set that up about a year ago when we were still both working full time for Shopping Telly because we were just like, you get a vibe that it's not quite going, the whole industry, company, whatever, isn't quite as you want it to be. So that was purely like a TikTok thing. And then when we got the opportunity to then take it, as we call it, proper, like on Facebook, YouTube, we can't possibly afford TV. We don't want to afford TV because then suppliers have to pay for the TV, and that's not the point. Then that was really exciting. And then starting up the other one, which is the craft one, is a different business model, but it's still advantageous for those suppliers who I work with there. So I think actually I'm most proud of what I'm doing and will hopefully achieve now, actually.
What are some of the mistakes you have made personally? No, I'm joking.
I mean, how long we got? I see the timers on the screen
Yeah, I know.
already. Wow. I think I was quite blinkered at times of thinking that like putting a lot of trust in maybe eggs in one basket kind of thing.
Colleague earlier today. When one door closes, another door opens. Kind of what you've got on the wall behind you. What is your favorite quote? It might not be your favorite, but I do like it.
Well, this is my wife's office. So work hard and be nice to people is one of hers. Also, hang on, I now got to go. I'm going to come back with another one.
Okay.
I don't know if this stuff is back to front or not, or whether you can see it.
When I do it, it's good. When you do it, it's not good.
When you do it, it's not good. Which is like do as I say, not what I do, kind of thing. But no, my favorite one overall in life. Like so, Emily painted that little one, and she ordered that one. It's just fun stuff. My favorite one, if it was easy, everyone would do it. I really like that.
Correct.
If it's
Yeah.
easy, everybody would do it. So that comes from like a sports and rugby background and stuff, like practicing or going to the gym and stuff. Um, and also contribute that to work as well. We had a quote board at work, and everyone's putting lots of cool stuff or their favorite RuPaul. Who's gonna love you if you don't love yourself, and this kind of stuff. But mine was like, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So stuff that's hard,
Yeah.
if you've got the motivation to do it, then go for it, and you'll achieve stuff that other people don't achieve. Like which, hopefully, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll try my best. But at least if it doesn't work, and my channels don't work, and I can't survive on it or whatever, I've tried. I'm safe in the knowledge that I've tried, and I've tried my hardest.
Yeah.
And I've got peace with that, which is good.
True baby brain style. Please just repeat the last few things that you were saying so that
I remember what I asked. We were talking about mistakes on the way,
yeah.
and I think I suppose circumstantial. I don't think now looking back, I could have done anything about it. I think being a bit more aware of. I put all my eggs in one basket for a very, very long time and relied wholly on someone else to dictate my future, whether that was to do with working conditions, the day rates, how long I was working every single day. And you've got to graft and you've got to earn your money, but also you've got to have your worth about it as well. And I think a lot of the time there was a fear of changing what I did because it's an employer and I've got a job and I've got a staff contract, which are rare. So I was thankful for those. But I think you've also got to remember that you did earn those things and people are good at their jobs, even if you think, oh, I shouldn't like, but the whole self-doubt thing. So one is to like, believe in yourself more, but also just I wish I'd been a bit more, not head in the sand because it's not that severe, but actually be more aware of the industry and where the company I was working for was going. And you hope it's going to be fine, but really you see it wasn't fine. And you can see like redundancies on the horizon or whatever the reason for that is. Would I have changed anything off the back of it? I'd like to think I would, but whether I would have done, I don't know. But again, it all you got to make the most of it, right? And so it all led me to this conversation with you right now and the position I'm in right now, and all being well, going to London to sign contracts in 2 days' time. That wouldn't have happened without all of this. So I am
Yeah.
thankful for it, but the stress it causes, I'm certainly not
Yeah.
thankful for.
As we wrap up, what would be tips to anybody that is looking to get into presenting or is thinking about presenting one day? You know, media has changed so much since you and I started out, and there are some things that are probably still the same, but again, anyone can do anything and on any platform they want to these days. You don't need a degree like we had, you know, and you can do whatever you want. But you know, you're looking. It doesn't matter how old you are. You're looking to get into a different career such as yourself. What would you say to them?
I would say you're completely right. On one hand, it's really good because so many more opportunities, particularly online with YouTube channels or TikTok or whatever it is. But it's harder because there's a lot more people doing it as well. Um, People ask about like why what are you going to do next? When you get into mainstream, go work for the BBC, like literally the hardest thing in the world. Particularly now, unless you're a huge influencer or an ex-star of something, like an ex-sports star or something. And I get it because people want a following. I would say if you want to present anyway, present what you love doing. As in, if you love beauty or fashion's your thing, or you love going to the gym, or you're an animal lover, think about what TV or what broadcast or what production is in that field. Because goodness me, on shopping telly, I've done a lot of products, and some stuff I absolutely love, some stuff I know nothing about. And the stuff I love is so much easier to talk about. And presenting is just a long talk about being passionate about something, being genuine about something, and being knowledgeable about something. And if you can do that with something you already love, so if your favourite football team, it's Norwich City, favourite football team, brilliant, do a podcast about that, or
Yeah.
present about that, or go to Norwich City and ask them, do you need anyone to help with social media, do clips like that, because you've already got a passion for it. And it's a lot easier to get up in the morning to go do something if you already enjoy it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Perfect. Dan Bancroft, thank you so much for your time. I've had a wonderful time talking to you this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on Conversation Jazz, Charlotte. You're doing a top job. Thank you so much.